Okay, hey guys, welcome to What the Elf.
You've been waiting a long time to say that.
Yes, I
I think
have.
like close to a year.
We have been talking about it for about a year. We're like, next year we're going to do this, and here we are doing it. So
Yep.
it's very exciting.
Yes.
And we just wanted to, share our fun enthusiasm for, the holidays, but also like some coping strategies that help us along the way. Because when you're living with epilepsy, and really when you're just living in general, like coping strategies to get through even these magical times is very helpful.
Yeah. Acknowledge that it's, hard even for a healthy person. And then you add epilepsy on top and it's like, oh, yeah, stress does trigger this stuff. Shoot.
Right. And like I go into the season every year being like, I'm so excited, forgetting that the stress comes because it comes like middle end kind of thing. And it's like, oh, right, I wish I had prepared a little bit better.
Yeah.
So
by the end, I'm usually wiped and I'm like, okay, I got to disappear for January.
Yeah. Well, that's why so many people do Drynuary too, is because they're like, holy cow, I can't have any more to drink, Yeah. It's just like a time
no
of merriment.
Drink, no more family time. I'm over it.
Exactly. Yeah, so we just wanted to share some of our coping strategies with you. And starting with, this is probably my favorite one, and definitely like Alexi one, is like the presents for yourself.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I know. We do these in so many different ways. You did it really, really, purposely during like med increases, which I love. And you'd like legit wrap a present for you and, just like unwrap it and stuff. But
I do every year for Christmas too. I always make sure I buy myself something, and it's usually like a scarf that I like that I normally wouldn't buy that isn't expensive, so I don't feel too guilty about it. But I wrap it and put it under the tree. So
love
it's just
it.
there.
I did that yesterday with comfy PJs from Target. So
nice.
But yeah, you're really good at the whole present for yourself thing.
I got the idea from you because you're so good at like treating yourself after going through like a doctor's appointment or something like that. And so you inspired me to be like, let's level up and let's just do like, I think it was like dollar jewelry I gave myself for the med increase.
Yes.
Yeah. And just wrapped it and I did it so far in advance that I forgot what was even in the bag. So I was unwrapping literally a present. I was like, I don't even remember what's in here. So it was fun. Yeah. And it sounds stupid, but it really
not at all.
is exciting when you're opening it.
Exactly. So, I love to treat myself with like, whether it's like a walk around the lake or a little hike, or, if I have a appointment, especially during the holidays, I usually don't even accept like any neuro appointments during the holidays. I just say, you cannot touch December. I'll see you in January. And people have gotten upset with me for this, but whatever. But if I do have to do anything, then I'm like, okay, taking the whole day for myself afterwards and getting food that I like, gonna be outside, gonna, just like chill, turn the brain off and just enjoy the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
think that's so smart.
Yeah. I have something coming up and I'm like, I'm getting Texas Roadhouse after. Back in the days when I would have like, several days to a week long state EEGs, I would get discharged and I'd just be like, Mom, all I want is a steak, but not a fancy one because I have glue in my hair. So we'd go to Texas Roadhouse. I'd put a hat on and I would just be sitting there looking homeless, as a lot of you can relate. And I would just be like, fuck it, I'm having my steak and my rolls and this is the best meal ever. So that's how it kind of all started way back in the day.
I love it. I think that's brilliant. Yeah, so it's just nice to like have that planned out because I feel like I've done it so many times. Like when I was rookie, planning those little presents or treats for myself, I'd be like, oh, I'll figure something out. But after those appointments or after, I don't know, family stuff, your brain just kind of like goes kaput, or mine does anyway. And I can't plan something then. So it's like really good to just have something like set ahead of time. So it's like, this is the course. You've already set it up. Go and have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I love that one. And then another one is kind of just planning for fun stuff. And this is another one Alexi's really good at.
If you can't tell, Lexi just likes to have fun. But Yeah, I mean, especially with the holidays, I love to plan, some signature things. As you know, I have the Run of the Santas in Breckenridge
I
every year
know.
that I go
I'm
to.
so
And
jealous.
yeah, it always falls on that one epilepsy
The
conference.
AES
Yes, AES. And I'm
conference.
always like, sorry, guys, I don't give up my Santa run every
Yeah.
year. Yeah, I just have something for sure, like set in stone to look forward to. That's just going to be like a serotonin boost, as you would
Yep.
say. And I'm a big Christmas person, if you can't tell. So that's just like one of my happy things that I absolutely love to do. And I'm sure in Chicago you got your go-to things. I know you've
Oh,
got
yeah.
fun stuff all around there.
Yeah, there's a Christkindl market, which is like a big, like ceremonious thing for me to go to. And last year I went, I think it was the day, like I had to increase that night. So like I felt good and I got to go and it started snowing. And I was like, really? This is magic. Like,
Yep.
that was amazing. So yeah, I had planned that as well, kind of in reference to epilepsy shit, because I don't know how else do you plan stuff when you live with epilepsy. I just don't, I don't know any other way, I guess.
You just kind of like give it up to your brain. You're like, I'm at your mercy.
Yeah. And then the third way is kind of just figuring out, rather than going out and rather than doing something, kind of like little ways to like reset if you need that. For me, that I have created a few social media accounts that only follow animal stuff and like funny animal stuff. So like I literally open the account and within, I would say 2 to 3 minutes, I am crying laughing. And there's no like mental health stuff on there, which I love. Mental health stuff on, social media accounts. That's good anyway. I love that stuff. But like
sometimes you need a break.
Yeah, totally. And I'm like, so like I'll be like scrolling through and I'm like, nope. Oh, dogs. Okay. And I swear to God, it's the biggest serotonin booster, especially when like sometimes, as much as we love our family, sometimes you just need to escape a little bit.
Oh gosh, yeah. I think even the people out there who, love their families more than everything else, kind of, especially in the holidays, everyone knows that there's those moments when you just step on, it's like go in the other room and you have to be like, okay, I got this. Oh my gosh. And yeah, I think it's so important to make sure you also don't overbook yourself during the holidays, which is so easy. I know I am such a yes girl. It's so easy for me to do. And I'm like, I can do that too. And then as we talked about earlier, you just sort of reach that point where you're like, fuck, okay, my self-care routine went out the door this month. And, then your seizures might creep in, or you might get off with your meds, or you might start having auras and you're like, shit, I did it again.
Yeah.
And, all the stressors with the holidays, it's so easy to let that become a time when your seizures will act up. And totally done that before, but it's just hard. Even 12 years later, I have to remind myself, no, schedule time just to chill.
Yep, totally. And like, I think that kind of leads into number 4, which is to make sure that you are planning, like when you are going to those events, what you're going to be eating, drinking, specifically drinking, because as we know, like with epilepsy, alcohol can be a trigger, not always a trigger. This is not like you drink, I don't.
Oh yeah,
and
I
that's
drink.
fine. Yeah.
Mayo Clinic told me I could drink. So I got the stamp of approval. But yeah, there were definitely years where, if I was doing a med increase or, coming off of a seizure or whatever, I had to, not drink during the holidays. And it's just different every year. But yeah, I definitely, as someone who does drink with epilepsy, I plan it out ahead of time. And I kind of go, okay, if you're drinking on these days, you can't be on these days. Just kind of like,
that's so smart.
Level it out, chill it out. And
yeah.
Otherwise, if I'm drinking every day, bad things will happen, as we know. But yeah, just planning it out and kind of being able to tell people no and sticking to it. So, and you have other ways that you can still kind of feel like you're included in stuff because you don't drink at all.
Right. Yeah. I found so many NA options, non-alcoholic options that because I used to drink before I had epilepsy and they taste, so I know what things taste like and I remember that, and they taste like the real deal, which to me is just like huge. So I have a few recommendations. These are non-paid promotions, by the way. So if you guys hear me promoting your stuff, you're welcome. No, I'm kidding. For beer, I would definitely recommend Best Day Brewing. It's really, really good and tastes like whatever it says it's going to taste like a Pilsner or an IPA. I'm not a big fan of IPAs. I was like, I drank it and I was like, oh, right, I don't like IPAs. But this is a good reminder. But it tastes like one. There's a brand called Spiritless that makes canned cocktails, and their margarita is
That would be
unreal.
more up my alley. I'm such a
Oh my
cocktail girl.
God. Well, the first time I had one, I was at a restaurant and I was like, this is a real margarita. They gave me the wrong thing. And my fiance like took a sip of it too, and he was like, I'll be right back. And he like ran to the bar, and he came back.
He's like, who fucked up?
Yeah, exactly. And he came back. He's like, no, it's not real. And I was like, okay, well, that's amazing. And then there's a champagne, which I can't wait to have this New Year's Eve. It's like, I don't even
Fun.
know how to pronounce it. It's called Cordon Bleu.
It sounds
Google
good.
it. You'll find it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it literally tastes like champagne. Like he and I we split a bottle on my birthday.
Aww.
And it felt like in the middle of the day, we felt like crazy. And then I was like, all right,
You're like, who are we?
I know. Drinking NA champagne, but it's so fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just makes it more, someone explained to me this way. They're like, it's just a more inclusive way to approach NA drinking. And I was like, that's such a, yes, 100%. Because sometimes you just kind of feel like, just have another soda water and lime. You know, you feel it's just like, and then all of a sudden you're drinking, I don't know, a beer. You're a part of the group again. So
yeah, you don't realize how much it, like just saying it out loud. I always felt so stupid being like, oh, I feel so left out, not being able to drink, sometimes.
yeah.
But until you really experience like not having the option, there's choosing to go out there and, no, I don't feel like drinking tonight. And then there's not being able to drink. And you do feel left out. And I know a lot of people out there listening will understand and can, just add to the isolation that we feel. The kind of like, you're not in the group, you're over here.
Right.
And so it's just one of those many things that just adds to the list that makes you feel like you're just kind of on your own little island. But this is a really great way to, feel more included if you want to. If you don't like alcohol, awesome.
Right.
But if your family's stressing you out, if the holidays are stressing you out and you want to just like pretend like you're, sipping on a, regular drink, then grab one of these.
Yeah. And DM me if you want more rocks, because I have them like down the line. I have so many different types of beers and cocktails and fake tequilas that I drink. Like I'll drink some of this fake tequila on the rocks at night. I love
Oh my
so
God.
much. I know. It's just fun. Okay. And then also we want to, friendly reminder, number 5, to get your meds ahead of time, because the end of the year is when everyone's deductibles are done. And so everyone's like the lines at pharmacies are insane because everyone's like scrambling to get free medication because they don't, because their insurance plans have
everyone's sick
finished.
And it's
Well,
just
that
a
too.
busy
Yeah.
fucking time of year. Everyone's
Yeah.
home for the holidays and then they're like, crap. But
Yeah.
definitely filling that MediMinder up before, Christmas and like big events. Just you don't have to worry about it. And
Right.
just, it's just one more thing off of your list.
Right. And if you're standing in line waiting, you're patiently there because you're like, I got a week. I'm not worried that like in 2 days I'm going to be up, or today is my last day. Not that I've ever been there, because I have a few times. But,
Yeah.
summertime, it's just, I feel like it like gets away from you. And it's fine. It's no big deal, because then like it's not hard to get your medications. And then all of a sudden like winter comes and it's like everyone's trying to do the same thing you are. So
Yeah, insurance companies are slower and
oh
just like
yeah.
you run into so much more, and then everyone's like, it's the holidays, I'll get back to you. And I'm like, no, I need my meds now. There have been so many times when I've had to pay out of pocket just for like a couple of days worth of stuff just because I'm like, I can't wait.
Yeah.
So it's usually not even our fault. It's just how the system works. And we all know it's a bitch. So to, give yourself a little grace during the holidays, just put it at the top of your to-do list to get your meds taken care of. Just try to survive the holidays.
Yeah, it is sometimes about surviving. And we also have a surprise. So the What the F podcast Etsy shop is open with Christmas merch too.
Ooh.
If you want to cozy up in a What the F podcast sweatshirt, or an F off epilepsy sweatshirt, or stuffed animal, because what adult doesn't need a stuffed animal? Hop over to the shop. We've got Christmas merch too, so check it out if you're interested. If
It'd
not,
make for
no
a great
worries.
present if you listen to this and you know someone who might be interested. You could just send them a little gift. So
yeah, absolutely.
There's always times during the holidays when seizure would pop up and then you're sitting there alone and someone could just put on their F off epilepsy sweatshirt or what the F sweatshirt. And
Mhm.
makes you feel just like puts a little smile on your face. We've been there
It
before.
does,
And we
yeah.
both, I know, had funny t-shirts that we wore in recent years. And, even though you're sitting there alone going through something shitty, then you're kind of like, it's okay.
Yep.
I've got this.
Yeah, it's weird how comforting it is to put on like an F off epilepsy shirt after a seizure. So if you're not sure what to send someone after a seizure, or if they're having, seizures, just pop on over and buy something and send it to them. I think that's all we've got for What the Elf, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, everyone, good luck during the holidays. Remind yourself healthy people struggle with this month too. So,
Yes.
Give yourself extra grace this month and, plan out fun things, but also make sure you have some chill time so you don't overdo it.
Absolutely.
And if you get stuck having seizures and you're sitting there alone, maybe, listen to What the F.
There you go. We're here for you.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Love
Happy
ya.
holidays. Love ya.
Happy holidays.